basically, what we looked at doing to start off with is trying to find something we all had in common, because we were all sort of from different departments and different things, and one of the things that was very much to do with that was obviously waste, which is what everybody has in common. So initially we sort of looked at sort of a broad spectrum of it, so looked at the national sort of side of things. We looked at obviously in Wales. Obviously we're doing a fantastic job in Wales, one of the best countries in the world when it comes to recycling. But then we thought obviously there's more opportunities to sort of focus in and make that a bit better. So then we thought from our sort of positions, where can we make sort of an impact in our departments and in our regions. So yeah, we looked at our individual places. We've got Swansea Council, which is 65%, Carmarthenshire Council, 62%, and we sort of looked at what sort of sections recycling actually affects. So obviously you've got the CO2 emissions, you've got the money that's saved, and obviously the waste overall. So we researched into these things, and then we sort of went through these different stages, which is manufacturing, consumption, reuse, and obviously the end product, which is the recycling part as well. And we thought, right, what can we do in our own departments, in our own sort of organisations, in which it can be quickly done, and then obviously it can be like sort of spread throughout all other organisations as well. And I was going to share exactly what that was.
We considered a lot of different things. We looked at how might we share resources between services and departments, how might we encourage staff to use reusable products, how might we influence and change procurement processes to ensure circular economy is considered, and how might we share these good practices with our colleagues. We started the process off with some research. We firstly looked at the current practices of our organisations. We engaged with stakeholders to understand their needs and requirements, and then considering timelines and processes, we discussed what could be achievable. This is what shaped our outcome. We discovered that there was a need to reduce the amount of resources we were purchasing in order to reduce our waste. We believed that the solution to this was to encourage greater sharing of resources, and that we thought the best way to implement this is to develop a web page on the staff intranet available to all sectors within our organisations. So have you ever found yourself in this situation where you have an abundance of resources and you just don't know why? For example, you have hundreds of staplers. Or have you been on the other end of it where you are really frustrated because you don't have the resources you need? For example, you have lots of paper to staple, but no stapler. Well, imagine if you only knew that someone in the next office to you could be not only the answer to your worries, but also the answer to reducing waste of all resources. We discovered that the lack of communication between departments and offices have caused our organisations to be extremely wasteful with the resources we purchase and ultimately finances. Taking inspiration from a buy and sell forum already set up on our intranet, we concluded that there was a need for a similar forum to be set up to facilitate the sharing of goods between offices and departments. The idea behind the forum is that you can post any unwanted office items, so like your staplers, on there, allowing other departments or offices to claim them. Or alternatively, you can request an item on there before you end up buying a new one. This will not only reduce the number of resources purchased and wasted, but also save money across the organisation. Although the forum isn't actually set up yet, we anticipate that we'll have lots more happy and smiling people and lots more money saved and definitely less resources wasted. Thank you very much.